If you think the city named Paris only exists in France, think again. There's also a Paris in the United States, located right in the heart of Arkansas, offering a charming rural European vibe, complete with a mini replica of the Eiffel Tower. Yes, while often overlooked among other states across the US, Arkansas is home to many unique cities, each with its own character and appeal. Some stand out for their historical significance, artistic landscapes, natural beauty, and the truly unique identity of their communities. So, which cities in Arkansas deserve the label of most unique? Keep watching this video to find out. First, let's take a look at a city that embodies wild landscapes with breathtaking natural views. Jasper, a small town nestled in the heart of the Ozark Mountains, serves as the gateway to the Buffalo National River, which holds the distinction of being the first national river in the United States. Wild doesn't mean living like Tarzan in this town. On the contrary, Jasper offers a delightful mix of small-town charm, outdoor adventure, and rich history. Surrounded by mountains and wild rivers, Jasper, founded in 1840, is not isolated from the outside world. The downtown area and its main streets are walkable, featuring several small shops and restaurants to enjoy. With a population of around 500, the town is known for its friendly residents. Almost everyone knows each other, making it a safe and popular destination for tourists. So, if you ever plan to visit, make sure to add attractions like the Arkansas Grand Canyon, Dr. Hudson's Unknown Quirky, Hudson's Sanitarium Farm Building, Round Top Trail, or Little Bear Cave Hollow to your list. Still in the wild Ozark Mountains, another unique city that stands out, just like Jasper, is Eureka Springs. From its name, we can already imagine what life is like here. Yes, this city feels like a time capsule thrown into the middle of a forest, with charming Victorian-era architecture scattered throughout. Another unique feature of Eureka Springs is its narrow, winding streets, built without any particular pattern. It's as if someone trusted their intuition more than a city plan. Eureka's appeal isn't just visual. With a population of over 2,000 people, the city is considered one of the most spiritual and haunted places in Arkansas. The presence of mineral springs, believed to have healing properties, draws many people to come for medical treatments, find peace, or go on ghost hunts. Old hotels like the Crescent Hotel and Spa, built in 1886, are full of eerie stories, and night tours are a popular attraction. In Eureka Springs, history and mystery go hand in hand in a quiet yet elegant atmosphere. While Eureka Springs might make you reflect, this next town is sure to get your heart racing. Imagine digging into the earth, getting a little dirty, and then finding a diamond. It sounds like a fairy tale, but that's the reality at Crater of Diamonds State Park, the only public diamond mine in the world. Murfreesboro is located in the southwest corner of the state, about 2.5 hours from Little Rock. Here, anyone can come, rent equipment, and start digging. Visitors often leave with diamonds worth thousands of dollars. This town reminds us that sometimes wealth is buried literally. And the best part? No special permits or mining expertise are required. Just luck and a little patience. How unique is that? From diamonds, we now shift to another kind of sparkle, quartz crystals. In Mount Ida, a small city with an area of only 4.14 square kilometers, rocks aren't just rocks. They are natural artifacts revered, collected, and even believed to have healing powers. The town is often called the quartz crystal capital of the US because of its abundance of open mines, attracting gem seekers to try their luck. In addition to being a haven for mineral enthusiasts, Mount Ida, established in 1842, is also known as a gathering place for spiritual communities who believe crystals can balance the energy in the body. Some come for geological research, others for emotional healing. Whatever the reason, Mount Ida provides space for people to believe, whether in nature or in the unseen. If Mount Ida feels full of aura, this next town is quite the opposite. It appears simple, quiet, and honest. With a population of only 25 people and an area of about 0.8 square kilometers, Gilbert holds the title of the smallest town in Arkansas. It is also the coldest town in the state, but don't underestimate its size. Located on the edge of the Buffalo River during the summer, hundreds of people flock here to try river tubing, floating lazily down the river's current. Yes, the charm of this tiny town gives off the feeling of a long picnic on the water. There's a peaceful sensation that's hard to explain as you float between cliffs and trees, and Gilbert becomes a small gateway to Arkansas's other beautiful landscapes. This town may be tiny, but it reminds us that tranquility often comes from places that don't boast or make a lot of noise. What do you think? Quite interesting, right? Next, let's move from the beautiful Buffalo River to the Arkansas River. Here, we find a town with a name that sounds like a joke. Toadsuck, as it is known, is a small town whose name can certainly raise some eyebrows. And because of its unique name, it ranks first in the list of the most embarrassing towns in the US. According to the website Find My Past, the history of Toadsuck is just as peculiar. According to local folklore, the name comes from the riverboat men who used to drink heavily at an inn during low water levels. They suck on the bottle till they swell up like toads, they'd say. But today, Toadsuck isn't just about the odd name. Every year, the town comes alive with various activities, one of the biggest being Toadsuck Days, a massive family festival featuring music, competitions, and a frog parade. In the end, this quirky name has become an attraction in itself, proving that sometimes the most unique things come from the most absurd. Just like Toadsuck, a community without formal recognition, Ponca also makes it to the list of Arkansas's most unique towns. A surprise from the wild side of Arkansas, here, the most famous residents aren't humans, but a herd of elk. These majestic deer with towering antlers, once nearly extinct in the region, now roam freely in the surrounding fields and forests. Every fall, Ponca becomes a natural stage for a rare spectacle when the bull elk engage in a sound battle to attract females. Their thunderous calls echo through the valleys like a giant whistle from prehistoric times. Yes, this town makes you feel like an observer in another world, where nature still reigns as the true host. After seeing wildlife up close, let's climb higher to this next town. Literally, Winslow is located on top of the Boston Mountains, offering views that feel like floating above Arkansas. Besides its location, the town is unique for several reasons, including its history as the site of the first all-female government in Arkansas, known as the Petticoat Government in 1925. Winslow was also once a key point along the Frisco Railway line, but now the bustle has quieted, replaced by peaceful mountain air and tranquility. Many come here just to sit on the porch, sip coffee, and watch the clouds pass beneath their feet. With a population of just 363, Winslow, true to its name, is a place where time moves slowly and that's not a disadvantage. On the contrary, it's a rare advantage in today's fast-paced world. Descending a little from the clouds, we arrive at a town with quite an iconic name, Alpine. Its name sounds like a mountain village in Switzerland, and though there's no permanent snow here, the ambiance does remind us of the romance of rural Europe. This town is extremely remote and unincorporated. There are no big gas stations, no malls, just a few simple homes. But it's because of this that the night skies in Alpine become an amazing stage. The stars appear as if scattered by God's own hand. For those who want to disappear from the outside world for a while, Alpine isn't just a nice place, it's the true escape. Here, you and your close ones can feel far from the world, yet close to nature, and perhaps even to yourself. Before you get too lost in the quiet of Alpine, let's stop by Oark, a small town with a heartbeat of history still pulsing. In this town of just 8.39 square kilometers stands the Oark General Store, the oldest general store in Arkansas, operating since 1890, still serving customers today. Despite its age, the building carries a warm atmosphere. You can sit inside, enjoy a homemade burger, and imagine the stories whispered behind that wooden counter from centuries ago. Motorcycle riders often stop here, making it a meeting point between nostalgia and adventure. In Oark, the past is not only remembered, it is cherished through simple gatherings and love. From the warmth of nostalgia in Oark, we shift to a more tragic form of nostalgia. In Marble Falls, the remnants of a big dream that once lived now lie silent. Dogpatch USA, a cartoon-themed amusement park that was a star in the 60s. Even further back, in the 1880s, Marble City became famous as a health resort, attracting visitors seeking natural beauty and recreation opportunities. Now, it's swallowed by time. The buildings are dilapidated, statues are chipped, and the railroad tracks are still. But that's precisely what makes Marble Falls unique. This small town holds a forgotten amusement park, like an unfinished collective memory. Some see it as an investment opportunity, while others view it as a broken-hearted poem. From the modern-day ghost town, we head back to a town full of life, on the water. Cotter, a peaceful town by the White River, holds a great passion, especially among fishermen. Not just any fishermen, Cotter is known as the trout fishing capital of America. Every year, fishing enthusiasts from all over the country come to cast their lines into the crystal clear waters teeming with rainbow trout. The town is small, friendly, and has a photogenic old bridge. But its atmosphere, especially at sunrise over the misty river, is an experience that words can't fully capture. In Cotter, what appears calm can truly be full of life. From the river, we head down quiet roads to a uniquely named town, Snowball. If you think this town is snowy, you're in for a surprise. On the contrary, it's hot, quiet, and isolated. Ironically, because Arkansas is known for being hot and humid, this small town is named Snowball. Located in a remote area near the Ozark National Forest, Snowball is truly far from everything. Wild forests surround it, narrow roads greet you, and the night sky displays constellations like an ancient mural. Then, Arkansas surprises us once again. Who would have thought that nestled among the forests and small towns, El Dorado would emerge? A city whose name means City of Gold in legend, and in many ways, it truly feels luxurious. This isn't just an oil or old mining town. El Dorado boasts the Murphy Arts District, a jazz stage, film festivals, theaters, and urban-style cafes. Its atmosphere is metropolitan, but with the warmth of a small town. People come here not just to work, but to celebrate art. In El Dorado, you feel like you're in a more laid-back version of New Orleans, without the tourist crowds. A cultural oasis right in the middle of Arkansas. And finally, we make our way to Paris. Not the one you're thinking of course, but Paris, Arkansas, a small town with a big name. In the midst of fields and peaceful homes stands a mini replica of the Eiffel Tower, a source of pride for the locals. It may not be as towering as the original, but it's enough for a selfie and a smile. Yes, this town has the charm of a French village. Quiet, tidy, and full of the picturesque vibes of rural Europe. Various local festivals, homemade food, and the warm sense of community make Paris feel romantic, but without pretension. Here, the uniqueness of Arkansas peaks, small towns with stories that can't be measured on a map. So, there you have it, 15 unique towns in Arkansas, from quirky places like Toad Suck to the little Paris with European flair. They may not be as big as New York or as iconic as San Francisco, but it's in their quiet and small sizes that these towns hold strong character. Each one is like a chapter in a book that's yet to be widely read. So, of all these places, which town makes you want to visit the most? Or maybe you've had an unforgettable experience in one of them? It's often the little stories like these that leave the most lasting impression.